Well, where we're at here on this K-Coast skateboard is I just marked down right there the colors that I'm going to be using. That's to keep me organized because, well, I'm very disorganized. All I got to do is take a look around the shop, for crying out loud. But I got gold going up here. I got pink going all the way around the perimeter here. And then some lime time. This is a big section right there. This is going blue. I already got it cut out. Tangelo on these two hexagons basically. And then I'll borderline all this stuff up. But anyways, the process I'm in now is I'm cutting out. I'm going to base white each individual section with the single action airbrush. And then I'll start putting the colors on. Just putting down the base white here, using the single action airbrush to get the volume. And that's our under base. We're going to have a nice bright color for the pearl coat. The blue is on. We're going to back tape that with the cutouts there that we saved, and we're going to move into the next color, which is the Tangelo. Just kind of cutting, and when I do this, I don't press down too hard. I just kind of go through the motions, and that was the very last line right there. And maybe I got another one. Another one, but anyways, kind of getting on the sidebar here. I go through, I gently cut this, and then I pull it here, save the stuff. This one's kind of beat. I don't know why it doesn't have any stick left to it, but we'll replace it. It's not a big deal. And we'll get the next color down, but we got to put the white down first, so I'll show you that. You kind of see where the Candy Wild Cherry base coat's bleeding up through the white. That's why we put the white down. This is the barrier base. Fortunately for me, as long as I keep it fairly even, the color I'm putting over top of it gets toned out a little bit. That's okay, because I'm not trying to color match. I'm trying to go for effect here. And so far so good. There it is. Here we go with some Tangelo. Just trying to gently. Now, the more I spray this, the more the design goes away. So I try to do this in a method where I'm not overlapping my spraying too much. But when you have your overlapping patterns, I got to push this down, pardon me for a second. When you have overlapping patterns, it's going to happen. So anyways, getting the Tangelo down. This should be the first coat. I just want to kind of get it on there. And then I'll come back. We'll do this. And I got my vintage ruler here. No, it's not a paint stirrer, but anyways, I'll take care of straightening up these lines through here and up in here, and I'll get the back taping done here, and this piece has lost all traction, so it's going to go bye-bye. There we have the center section cut out. We got all this up here, and we got these little triangles. Now, right up here, there isn't one because of the way the layout was done. Right there, there's one, and then there. You know, it's a little bit of a complex triple weave here, but that's okay. We got it right. And then right here, down, this is covered up, that's an overlap. So we're gonna go ahead and get the white down. I'll show you that here in a second. I'm making sure I get these little triangles there, so I don't forget them. And just kind of blowing this paint on here real quick. And this obviously is for the base. We're doing the lime time green. And this will kind of get this centerpiece starting to get wrapped up. I got to do the crown of it, and then the sides, the border lines. So we're rocking and rolling, getting this done. The green, it's the lime time first coat. I just started spraying. It's getting a little late and I'm starting to get tired, so I kind of forgot to start picking up the camera to video some of this stuff, so I'm just kind of picking it up. I apologize for that. But anyways, doing the green, gonna make it, you know, a little bit stiffer in color, and just kind of dusting it in there. And this lime time has a gold cast in it, which is really nice. And the Tangelo's got a gold cast in it. The blue doesn't, and neither does the pink. But I got three things right up the center with gold. So anyways, that was kind of my rationale on picking these colors. Other than the blue and the pink, it was for the contrast. And we got a lot of bikes in town. So anyways, there we go. Just kind of going around. I'll go around one more time. Okay, here's our last segment on this for the day. I'm doing the gold mine pearl on the top, and I've got all these shadows. I'm just spraying right outside the garage door here. Just, you know, it's a skateboard, and that's what I'm doing. And so anyways, it's now getting to be nighttime, so this is probably going to be lousily filmed. I can barely see what I'm doing. There it is. Yeah, coming up all right. Looks like it's coming out in the camera already too. So that's the first coat of gold mine pearl. A little wick down here in the bottom, it looks like. Got that. And anyways, the last part is these outside borderline geometrics that are hidden in there. Probably can't even see them on the camera. I'm going to get them cut out tonight, and this way I can carry on tomorrow. And all in all, we're making progress on this. Now what I'm doing is I'm pulling this tape here from all the old graphics that have been done, and then I'll be able to tell. Look at that blow through is bad, so I'm going to hit to fix that there. And pardon the police in the background. It's bike week here in town this weekend. So there's a lot of background noise, obviously police and motorcycles, but you see this? It's having issues with blow through on the paint. I don't know why that's happening, but I gotta fix all this stuff, and this is not fun to deal with, and it doesn't make me happy. Blew through here too. The quality of materials has gone down drastically. It used to be this transfer tape would actually stick and did what you want, but apparently, see all this? I'm going to have to fix it. I'll probably do a cover up with the Pinstripe brush and do that. I can't do that, it's too much. Here I'll try to wipe it a little bit. There, I'll clean that up. It's just, it sucks. It really does. And you go through the motions, pressing everything down, making sure, and I don't show this on video because nobody really cares about watching me press tape down continuously. But maybe I need to show that segment, but I'm definitely showing you this because this is horrible. I mean, good gracious. That is no good. So anyways, that's part of the gig. Sometimes you have these issues, so you gotta, part of this whole experience is to learn how to fix stuff. So I guess I'm gonna be showing that. I may not do it on this one because I don't have the time constraint, or the free time, excuse me, to do that so much, so I'm just going to end up showing the result. Now, I guess part of it will be shown is when I'm pinstriping out the edges, and I'm going to be able to hide some of the stuff. So but you see how this is transferring out. It's coming out wonderful, the layout wise at least. But the transfer tapes kind of pissed me off a little bit. And the reason I'm pulling all of it is that what I'm going to do is run, because I need to mark this again, I'm going to run some tape around and recut and coat that. Now obviously that's the smart idea at this point, because the transfer tape is showing itself to be weak. So anyways, I'm going to keep moving forward. All right, another point I'm going to show out is a mistake I made is that this is actually supposed to be orange right here. And I ended up cutting it out and putting originally, and then putting that piece back in because I got confused, because sometimes the overlaps and all that. So I'm going to fix that. That's not going to be too big of a deal, but I'm going to get that fixed. And basically I'm just going to back tape this line, that line, and that line, and then obviously here. And I'm just going to blend that orange into here the best I can. Now I got the outside borders cut here. These are going to go the pink. But the next thing I got to do is I got to take this 1/8 inch fine line and go around the center section, the centerpiece here. And then I'll come back and mask it off and then cut the mask off. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then the reason I'm explaining that up front is I'm not going to show it being done. I'm just going to do it, and then we'll get to spraying the next color. Here it is, remasked. Come back with this and I'll cut it out and keep moving on. All right, I'm here at the bike show. Oliver Jones, winner of the Born Free show, I believe twice. He's got a gathering going on here at the Ocean City Bike Fest. So I'm set up here and I'm going to go ahead and start pinstriping. I've just laid down a little bit of green here. I'm going to widen it up just a pinch, try to clean up my mess. I did a lot of spraying late last night and early this morning to get this board ready so I could sit here and pinstripe it at the show. And got the first down. Go ahead and palette out some green. Got some reducer there, get this green going, and check my release there from the brush. I'm sitting outside, so there's going to be a little bit of noise as bikes come in, but anyways, keep on trying to get this done here. Real fine up on the tip here, because I got to cut off at that corner, which I did good. I executed that fine. And then right here, this mess, all this stuff I'm going to hide. I was going to shoot and spray and all that stuff, but I think this is going to be an exercise on what I can get away with and see what I can do on hiding things. So I'm always learning and always using techniques that I do know and moving on. All right. So anyways, here we go. I'm going to keep on pinstriping. I'll show some more here in a little bit. Okay, I got the border line done, and now I'm putting in the speckling, and this is how I'm hiding the boo-boos, and it's actually working out really well. Sometimes I do things and it just kind of works, I guess. You know, I'm not trying to overbear it, but it is bringing some life to the center of this picture without a doubt. And I'm going to try to create the same flow up here. I've still got plenty of opportunity to mess this project up, but there we go. Yeah, just a little update. I did the neon red around the tangelo there. It's starting to clean up all the blow-throughs. I'm going to fix these items here and there, and I got this going around. I just kind of, again, go to my farthest right because I'm left-handed, and then I work over. I'm on this line here now, so I just kind of lay this stripe down. And again, a lot of this is just being patient and some of the things that will help you is like paletting out the paint and getting that down. I'm really up on the tip on this because I'm not trying to make too thick of a line, but there we go. It's starting to come around. All that's just looking wonderful. Here on the skateboard project, we are doing the border line around the green with the chartreuse neon. We've already got the patterns or the effects in the orange and the blue, obviously. And we're just going to keep on moving on. I just got to finish up doing the striping around the, the borderline stripe right here. And it's shaping up. It's looking great. Now I'm into doing the detailing here on the green. Doing like, I don't know even what to call it, the little wavy patterns here, the shock wave. And we're just going to kind of keep going. It's going to take me a little bit. It's kind of a lot to do. And they're obviously go all the way around, but you can see the chartreuse neon borderline and very 80s style. And by the time I get this done, it'll be pretty interesting. So anyways, and then we'll move on into finishing up back down here, getting all the lettering done for Keiko's surf shop. And we're going to do the old New York hardcore or whatever X here. We'll get that lettered out through there. And so anyways, we're going to keep plucking along, and I'll show it when I get to the next phase. Well, here we go. We got the detailing done on the green. Let's see if I can back off. So the light seems to be getting in the way right there. That's better. And so anyways, the center piece is done. I got to come back, do the crown, and then obviously the edges here. We're going to keep moving on, keep laying the paint down, and then we got to work on the rest of the board. But progress is looking good. I have borderlined the crown here with the neon orange. I'm not doing any detail on the inside here. I want that gold pearl to kind of glow and not be interfered with. And we're starting down here with the the outside, I guess, border design here. Getting this done. I'm using red neon. Got the brush loaded up. I've already did some there, and it's got a lot of punch, the red neon. The reason I chose that is it was actually kind of the lightest of the neons to go against this pink pearl, which is kind of muted because of the wild cherry below it. But anyways, I'm going to keep on going on with that, and then I'll do some more video when I'm doing the detail inside of there. I got an ideal. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. Now we're into the next little detail. I'm kind of hand painting some spider webs. Just a different effect here. And that's kind of, I'm going to go through the motions. I'm randomly placing these red neon spider webs. All the spider webs are going to be neon. They're going to be different colors of neon, obviously. And so anyways, I'm just kind of going through the motions of doing that. There's that one. And some of them are going to be a little bit thicker in lines and some of them are thinner. It's just kind of random. And so anyways, I'll go through this and give it a little sampling as we move forward with the painting here, because it gets monotonous watching this. But that's all I'm doing. A little web right here. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. It's kind of not quite mirror image, but kind of mirror imaging. Well, the next color is going to be this neon chartreuse. We're kind of getting real low in the can there. I'm going to be running out of this stuff, but we're going to go ahead and start doing some spider webs here. I got to be extra careful with this color not to bleed too much over on the borderline. Don't want to end up looking like it's just sloppy. It's bad enough it's hand done, not sterile and perfect like a machine. And let's see, there you go. I'll get some video here in a little bit. Yep, the next color neon chartreuse spider webs are on. That was rough. That paint is old and it was very sticky. And so I did the best I could. The rest of the paint, other than the green, is going to be relatively smooth flowing. And you can see how this is starting to develop out on the edges. It's looking pretty cool. I'm very happy with it. And well, I'm going to keep moving on. Okay, I've now started with the pink neon. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because I'm jamming a lot of different neon colors in a very small space, and it's getting eaten up really quick, which is kind of nice. But at the same time, it's going to get down. I don't know if I'm going to get the other 3 neon colors on. I may or may not. Who knows? But we'll see. Nonetheless, I'm having fun with this project. Just getting the finishing up done, and well, we'll see how it all comes out at the end. You know, I still got to get this in clear, and I still can make plenty of errors. I'm good for that. But anyways, that's it for now. I'm just going to keep on finishing this up, and that's it. Orange is next. We're using a micro mini brush if you need to know, and we're just kind of trying to fill in some of the voids. I mean, it's starting to get really filled in. Just kind of trying to keep it interesting, I guess. But anyways, it's going to get more and more difficult to make it jive, so I may quit sooner than later. And oh, there's that right there. And I'm just going to keep on moving on. I'll show it when it's all done. All right, starting on the neon magenta. Just kind of, whoops, need to kind of show the spider webs. I'm kind of missing it. And there's that. It's all looking pretty good. And filling it in. After the magenta, I got green. And whatever voids are there are going to be left there. Trying to keep it as organic as possible. It's really kind of difficult to paint these really super small lines clean with the brushes I have. I don't know if there's a better brush. I'll be doing some homework because I'm going to try to improve all this stuff. And so anyways, all in all, shaping up really nice. Well, there we go, all finished up with the spiderweb effect. Some of them are fat and splotchy, and some of them are nice and thin and crisp. And I guess that makes it a little bit more organic and real. But we're going to go ahead and just keep on moving. We're getting close to wrapping this up. Doing this. I'm going to do some silver leafing. Time to cut this out. We're going to get this cut out. That way we have our template for the silver leaf sizing. And so, well, anyways, we'll get right into it. There's the K-Coast. I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process down here. I'm not going to video it, namely because, well, you've already seen it with time lapse of that. So once I get that done, I will go to the next stage and we'll keep moving forward. Well, we're going to go ahead and mix some silver pearl into the size of glue so we can get some tone in it. Hopefully I didn't put too much in there. I'm going to get this mixed up, and this way we can proceed to move forward. Alright, got the silver in. Good, just go ahead and start brushing in. Just gotta fill that in. Got a little bit heavy, I'm gonna have to lighten that up. Get this in here, nice even strokes. Fill that out. And hopefully it flows out pretty good. Alright. Now I'm just going to proceed to do that all the way through and even out my brush strokes. So I'm going to stop video and pay attention to what I do, and then we'll get some more video as I drop the leaf on there. Alright, the glue is starting to tack up, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the mask here, start getting that up, and that's so that I can lay down the silver leaf. But there we go, here's the beginning. You can kind of see what's going down. But I'll keep going. Let me get both of my hands free here so I can take care of this without messing up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and lay the leaf. I got my silver leaf and I got my cotton ball. I don't know, I think my arm's getting videoed for some reason or another. I'm just going to lay the leaf down nice and easy. Got my crinkles on there. I got my next leaf here. I'm going to leave that on there. The leaf's pretty tacked up. And for the T, I got this little small section here. I landed it on there. Didn't quite get it. I got a little spot on the corner here. Got it there. Now I come in, just gonna gently just put the cotton ball, make sure I got it down on there. And now I'll repeat the process down below on the surf shop here. I got to do this relatively quick because we're right in that time frame. So I don't know if you can see the impressions with my eye. I can, of the letters here with the silver leaf, and then I'll come back and I'll do the engine turn. There's the S, and then the T. Get that extra piece there. And there's going to be a lot that comes off over the T because it's got double layers. There's some. I just managed to drop that on there, so I guess I'm starting on the next stuff. And I won't bore you all with the complete thing. We'll just get this laid down here real quick. Right there. And you see how I broke it off in half there? See if I can. Yep, I just blew it. I just blew it. See if I can get it. Stuff is so fine. I'm ripping it. And that's just from my fingers. And I got a little spot right there. And I can get that from over here. See if I can. I'm not gonna get it. Oh, I'm fighting. There it is. So then I'll let this, I'm going to let this sit for a little bit. I'm going to go to lunch and come back and I'll get the brush and I'll knock off all the stuff. There you go. A little lane of the silver leaf. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning off the silver leaf, and you can see it makes a mess. So I'm going to start running the vacuum and set this up. So anyways, it's going to get noisy. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too, we'll say, torturous. But there's the letter. I actually like the gold leaf and silver leaf just straight down on it where you get the textures, but a lot of people like the engine turning. And so I'm kind of in a crossroads whether I'm going to engine turn it or just leave it as is. I call it the crinkle look. I'm not sure what it's called, but anyways, the last thing I got to do to finish up the graphics is right in here the OCMD, you know, the punk rock hardcore, you know, kind of thing, logo that I'm putting in there. And so anyways, I want to make a decision. I'm either going to engine turn it or I'm not. Either be engine turning or I won't. I'll be borderlining and finishing up. And that's enough for this segment. Now we're into doing the X here. I'm going to do that with white, using this pinstripe brush, white paint. And I've got my marks on there already, there to there, so that I can get a nice straight X and proportion it to what I'm doing here. So anyways, I'm going to get into doing that and we'll see when it's done. I'm going to go ahead and pull this couple of lines here. Hopefully I don't have any issues. I can keep it straight, not blotchy. But here we go. Wonderful. Got one down. Do this other one here real quick. Get my brush primed right. Got a good line. Wonderful, came out. Just going to thicken this up just a little bit and then I'll call it a day. Now I'm doing the aqua right here, putting it around the K-coast up there, starting from my extreme right because I'm left-handed. If you're right-handed, you start from the extreme left. It's kind of at this point it's getting a little redundant for me to keep repeating, but you know, if you come across this video, you haven't seen any of my other ones or other people's videos on this, well, it's just kind of one of those things that keeps you out of trouble, keeps you from making a mess, and that's the way it's done. So anyways, I'm kind of just going through here, laying down this aqua, getting around the letters here in the silver leaf. I decided to go with the crinkle on this. It's just the way I do things. You know, certain things got to be engine turned or machine turned. Other things like this, they don't have to be, so I'm not going to. And it kind of goes with the texture of the rest of the board. And so anyways, that's where we're at. I got to do the drop shadows on here as well, and I'm going to use a different brush here in a minute on this T. But in the meantime, just kind of getting this done. Really thoroughly enjoy doing this stuff. And look, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Let me tell you, I'm not exactly a rocket scientist here. But, you know, it is what it is. I try to push myself a little bit to do more and learn more, and it works. It keeps me happy, keeps me busy, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Enough of my inner workings. And what I'll do is just kind of finish this line up here. I'm going to cut off the video and keep on moving on. There's the Keiko stall outlined with the drop shadows on there, and there it is. So CMD, and all that's left now is to do the surf shop on the bottom, and I got to sign it and get it in clear. We're making some progress. I'm happy about it. All in all, every step of the way is getting this board one step closer to completion, and every step of the way also makes it better. So it's a building process doing these paint jobs like this. And well, at this point I'm going to say, if you like this content, please subscribe, leave a like, a comment, and do me a favor, share the videos with anybody that paints or whatever, and that helps me out enormously. It keeps me going, and hopefully people are learning some of the ways that I do things. I'm constantly trying to learn from other people, but this board is actually I'm very satisfied with this one. Okay, now we're winding this board down. We're going to get the outline done on the surf shop. Not going to do any kind of like drop shadowing or thickening up the letters at all. We're just going to do straight outline on it. There's not a lot of space down there. I don't want to get it too busied up. This board's busy enough as is. But anyways, just got that in my signature, and then I got to get it in clear. So the next little video segment will be just it in clear, I guess, and kind of just wrapping up the video here. This project is getting done, and this way we can get it down to the surf shop. So anyways, that's it. We're going to keep moving. Got the borderline all done, and we're just going to kind of pan out and look at the whole board overall. At this point, I will kind of just double check everything to see if there's anything blaringly wrong, and then or not good enough or sloppy, and correct it. I put my signature in right here, and so we're pretty much ready for clear, and that's it. This board was again another fun project. The next skateboard I do is going to be blaringly different. And I think the next video that's going up is going to be getting started on the Lombard L50 chainsaw, and I got a Barracuda update, and also coming up some race stripes on a Monte Carlo. So we're moving forward, getting all this stuff done, and that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Okay, we're taking a look at this paint job here in the black light. It's a totally different dynamic with the light here. It's just the neon really pops out, and just kind of go through it, take a quick gander. Looks cool, and that's the neat thing about doing some of these paint jobs, is that you can get multiple effects out of it. So we're very happy with this, how this is looking. Here's the final product out in the sun. It's still not completely done. I've wet sand and buffed these out, but the candy base coat looks wonderful. The purple's coming out really good, and all the neons are just super bright. And down here we got the silver leaf and the old punk rock, the hardcore sign there. But there it is. Very happy with how this came out. Looks good. And I'm trying to see if I can show the purple there. Beautiful.